This is episode 68, I believe. Yeah, 68. I want to appreciate everybody that has supported me, all my new subscriber, old subscribers, people that are returning audience. I appreciate everybody. Today I am going to talk about a few different topics. I'm going to just go with my flow, how I feel today. But the first topic that I want to speak on is the Diddy documentary, y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation. How do y'all feel about the Diddy document? I've been hearing different type of feedback. I feel you hear certain people saying why 50 Cent is trying to tear down another black man, this and that. And then you got some people that are like, they everything in the document they already knew and they already heard. A lot of this shit I knew about, but I didn't know how it was broken down. Um like the party, I mean the party that he had at the community college. If you like listen to Big Gene before, and I'm gonna play a clip of Big Gene talking about the Biggie situation because I just seen a clip on the Breakfast Club, and I don't know where people be getting their sources from or they resource from, but Lauren on the Breakfast Club said that she talked to Wayne at the Biggie estate and about the contracts and what Kurt Burrow said about Biggie having to pay for his own funeral. I don't know how that shit go, but to me, I do understand business and I understand how dirty shit works. If Kurt Burrows is the motherfucker, even though somebody else might have been working side to side, I just know how shady shit go, and I ain't gonna really get into that. But I just know what somebody might show you might not always be what's being told, and what somebody might be telling you ain't everything that you being shown. So if Diddy and Kurt Burrows were the two main people or the main people that were supposed to be taking care of Biggie's um estate, I mean funeral, then it might be some loopholes. It might be some shit that they might have put in the shit, or they might have done where it made it seem like they were paying for it, but it really wasn't them paying for it. That's what motherfuckers not really understanding what they were saying in that shit. It's loopholes and all other shit that could have been done to make it seem like you still paid for the shit, but you really didn't pay for it. And I think that's what. And she also talked about the contract, about Biggie having contract problems with Bad Boys. Now Big Gene spoke on this shit. Now Kurt Burrows spoke on this shit. I believe them more than I'm ever gonna believe, whoever the fuck Lauren. Because this is the like third time I heard somebody say something and then Lauren come back and say that this shit ain't true and shit. I don't really go off that, but I'm gonna play what Big Dean said about the contract with Biggie and him looking to explore other options before he died. I believe this is before Life After Death drop. Yeah, it was before Life After Death. So he was exploring shit before Life After Death drop and all this shit. And I'm gonna get into what I feel with the Cali situation because, like I said, I've heard about that situation too. That Biggie didn't want to go, and all this shit just playing the blame game, who this and that. But I'm gonna play this video real quick.
Notorious Big had 5 groups, and I think he took it to Atlantic. And he showed me a contract was worth, I think it was 62 or $6 million, $6.2 million or 62 for 5 groups. That was Cameron, Junior Mafia, Little Kim, Tracy Lee, Charlie Baltimore, and the Commission. Supposed to be him, Charlie Baltimore, and it was supposed to be Jay-Z or whatever. Now, listen here. He took those groups to Atlantic. Not Arista. Not Clyde Davis. Not a subsidiary to Bad Boy Records. Who you think was madder than a motherfucker outside of Diddy? Clyde Davis. You know his conversation with Puff? Clyde Davis is going to say, we need to have a discussion with that guy there. You know why? Because this guy right here took a multi-million-dollar deal elsewhere, and he got famous through Arista and Bad Boy Records. How do this make us look? Our artists that we developed, our artists that we put this money into, took a multi-million-dollar deal to our competitors.
Made me 3 or 4 cuts of this artist called Notorious B.I.G. And yeah, I got to tell you, I did listen and I was a believer. If I weren't a believer, I would not have invested the millions of dollars that I did to finance it.
Did y'all ever think about that? They used to go around and kill people for a price.
Y'all, so that's the first video. Now that's not the first time Big G has talked about this. This other episode he has talked about it. I just ain't trying to get no more copyright shit, so I had to find certain videos. I'm gonna play another one, but like I said, I've heard Big G talk about this shit a lot. I've been really researching and looking into all this Biggie shit and Tupac shit for a long time. It was just crazy to me when I watched the documentary though, how deep it went back until the college party, like the college breakdown. Because I've heard Big G talk about the college shit and how he should have, Biggie should have, Puffy at that community college that people died at should have had more security. They only had a few security. The same problem happened that night Biggie died. They only had a few security. It was supposed to be some more security. They actually showed what happened during the shots when Biggie got shot. Like who was running and shit, like the phone, the 911 call. I never heard the 911 call when Biggie got shot and stuff like that. So it was just crazy. Now, if you never heard of Kurt Bowers, I don't believe I said the nigga name right. I'm always getting niggas right and wrong. But he was one of the people that started Bad Boys with Puffy. And I'm gonna show. Let me see if I can see a picture of this nigga. So this is him, Kurt Bowers. Where is the co-founder of Kurt Bowers Entertainment now? As the 4-part documentary series dividing deep into the sexual misconduct allegations against former music mogul P. Diddy, Netflix Sean Combs, The Reckoning is simply gripping. That's because it incorporate not only archival audio video footage, but also executive interviews with many who once personally knew him to really shine a light upon his alleged activities. Among them is Kurt Bowers, the man who established Bad Boy Entertainment alongside the rapper and played a significant role in building its success before being suddenly fired. So, if you didn't know, Kurt Bowers got fired by Diddy because he wanted Kurt to do something that Kurt wasn't willing to do, and 90 days later, he got fired. If you want to know what happened to Kurt Bowers, Kurt Bowers gave everything he had to Bad Boy Entertainment. A proud native of New York, Kurt Bowers first encountered Sean Combs when they were young kids exploring their passion for hip hop and trying to find their place in the world. He died vividly remembers when his childhood friend dropped out of the Howard University business program at the age of 19, only to start dabbling in the industry as a background dancer and intern. However, instead of following in his footsteps, he chose to complete his education and graduate from St. Joseph University with a bachelor's in marketing in the mid 1980s. So that's Kurt Bowers, and this is Diddy. Kurt subsequently kickstarted his career as the East Coast marketing manager at Orange Pictures in January 1987, where he served for 5 years until he believed he had found his true calling. He had admittedly maintained his bond with Sean, so he was impressed by his ambition to be a pop culture shaker at a time when things were already evolving, and as well as the uniquely cunning ideas. Therefore, when the opportunity arose, the duo joined forces to co-found their own record label, Bad Boy Entertainment, with the former internally holding the entitled position of general manager. Kurt worked in that standing for over 2 years before climbing the ladder to be the president, meaning he took on myriad of the responsibility to create magic with some of the biggest artists of that time. After all, they had 112, Craig Mack, Faith Evans, Mace, the Notorious B.I.G. in total on their roster, enabling them to quickly make a name for themselves across the industry. From day zero, I wrote everything down every day so I could keep track of everything I need to do. He revealed in the show, I ran all the money, all the budgeting for the company, and that comes with. So that's where it goes back to what I was saying earlier. If he runs all the money and all that stuff, he knows how this coming in, how the little tricks are being played and everything. He knew everything and all the loopholes that Diddy was saying. And now, why would somebody want to, like? I mean, you probably got people that still gonna protect Diddy. Even the girl that was in Dirty Money, she seemed like in the doc that she still was protecting Diddy, um, and everything. Is one person though that was not in the doc that I'm going to show y'all that I really wish was in the doc, and I don't know why he hasn't did his own. Uh, Kurt Bauer was fired from Bad Boys Entertainment in 1997. Kurt genuinely believed that his friendship with Sean was so secure that nothing could ever come between them or their success as the co-founder of the most happening record label of the recent time. He hence let a lot of the now disgraced mogul behavior slide through too, including his alleged start of substance abuse, his reported exclusive spending on company resources, and his alleged violent outbursts. According to his account in this series, he witnessed the rapper beat his partner, Misa Hilton, in 1991, but he was able to push the accident in the back of his mind as they remained together. Kurt Bowers is also Justin P Diddy's first son, Justin godfather. Kurt Bowers was then the godfather. Yeah, so that's what they was talking about. This at Kurt Bowers was then the godfather of their firstborn Diddy's firstborn in 1993, by which point he stands on the entitled domestic order was that his friend had a real bad moment when he was weak. Nonetheless, in hindsight, he now understands he was likely hooked on Sean's charm and may have been the first disciplined believer and then overall protector of human against all the odds. Now I got a question. How the fuck do people like this? I ain't wishing nothing on nobody, but if you was watching this shit and you was there, that kind of makes you as guilty as this shit, and you keep letting shit slide. And I think that's what a lot of people have a problem with this documentary because motherfuckers get on here and trying to downplay a black man or whatever, whatever. And to me, I look at it like this: whatever, like Diddy didn't give a fuck about his own people. He helped certain people, but he shitted on a lot of black people. So if you got your own karma coming back on you, so I don't look at no sympathy for nobody when you do shit like that, because you gotta look at it. There's a lot more motherfuckers saying that Diddy shitted on them and kept them from eating than it is people saying that he helped them. And you gotta look at it like that, bro. Like it's a lot of motherfuckers that take advantage of people and will shit on you to get. Cause I seen a post where it do was like, if this documentary was about how he got his 900 million, they would have watched it. Well, nigga, if you would have looked at it, it is telling you how he shitted on people, he crossed people. These are the people telling you how he got to being a billionaire. Yeah, he crossed some people. He did some tricky shit with people contract. He kept money from people. Uh, the real reason they said Big was trying to leave is because he found out that Puffy was taking a lot of the money from him. That's why if you go back, and I don't even know if I got a video of him saying it, but B Gene Deal was saying that Biggie wrote what he wrote Junior Mafia. He wrote a lot of the He wrote the whole Junior Mafia album and stuff. And I forgot. I think he put it in his mom or he put it in the state so Diddy wouldn't be able to touch it because if it said that Biggie wrote it on the album, Diddy would have got a percentage of it. of that album. He didn't want that because Diddy was already taking most of his money. So if you got an artist, man, and it said in the doc that Biggie didn't even want to be in LA. Kurt Bauer was saying, and I've heard this story over and over, he was supposed to go to London and Diddy didn't want him to go. So you got a man like that is probably responsible for a lot of shit has been lied to, but we praise the people that because we feel like, oh, they made it out or this and that. If you cross somebody to get somewhere, especially your own people, why the fuck would I praise you? You didn't even do it the right way. And the crazy part about it is, bro, like I've heard this about billionaires. I don't even know if it is the right way to make all that money anymore because it seems like you got to cross a lot of people or you got to do a lot of crazy ass shit and crazy things. And it shouldn't even be like that. We've been cloned to believe that you got to shit on our own people just to get to the top, and it only could be one person at the top of us as far as black people at the top, and it shouldn't even be like that. It's a real fucked up system that we in, man, and this keep going and going, and it ain't gonna never stop apparently. But I'm gonna play this last video, and I'm gonna get off this Diddy shit. Oh, the dude I wanted to tell y'all I wish that was in a documentary. Let me play this. If I play this video, if I forget, Farnsworth Bentley. If you never heard of him, he was one of Diddy's assistants. Farnsworth Bentley, the little motherfucker that used to wear the goddamn umbrella. Was an American rapper, actor, television personnel, and author. He wasn't even in the doc. And when they started talking about making a band, I feel like he should have been right fucking there. And I thought Q, they was gonna talk about Q in Day 26 a lot more. That shit with Don and Q, because if you don't know, Don and Q used to date and shit like that. If you don't know, you gotta go back and read the history. I ain't finna get all into that. But and if you are seeing the interview with Don Day 26 on one of the interviews on YouTube, I ain't gonna say the nigga name because I don't like him, but they had an interview sit down with one of a Jewish person on YouTube, and Q actually went into detail, like not even really details, but he spoke on a certain things that fucked him up, and I always felt, and I told my homies this, I said. I said this before this documentary came out. I said I wonder if Don was behind a lot of that shit. Cause he don't seem right, like, and if that's like, and after what they said about Kalani, the girl that was in Dirty Money with Don, shit she just said of how Don and Diddy relationship, I believe that just all Q shit. Cause Q been fucked up ever since, and that was during the time Don and Q was together, and that shit don't, and that's all allegedly. I ain't saying she did whatever, but I'm just saying my opinion. It just looked crazy how all this shit is turning out. I feel bad for the victims, and to me, bro, Diddy got to get himself some help mentally, cause I know sick ass people like that, bro, that will literally do some dirty shit to you and act like these are the type of motherfuckers that'll kill you and be showing up to your goddamn funeral and all goddamn like ain't nothing happened. You gotta be careful with some motherfuckers like that, cause it is certain motherfuckers like that in this world. Let me play this last video of Gene Deal talking about this because I want all my shit to be factual when they say I play my shit.
Did Diddy really care about Biggie, or was Biggie just his property?
Big them go get a deal from Atlantic Records worth $62 million. Now, Puff says to him, I'm not giving you your marketing and I'm not giving you your publishing back.
Oh, which Biggie needed.
Big needed that. Because anything Big right for anybody,
Diddy went on.
He was on. Puff gets on this rap show and he says, do you see the nerve of this guy? You understand? He gets Little Kim, Lil C's, the Junior Mafia, and he don't even bring them to Bad Boy.
Come up, Biggie. Okay.
You understand? But in fact, Clyde Davis told Puff to sign them to Bad Boy. You understand? And Puff refused to because of Undias. They didn't get along. They hated each other. And the fact that came to them with this whole Junior Mafia, Big Papa ideal and the whole 9 yards, he gets upset and like, yo, how you gonna tell me how to do my artist? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Puff mad at Big because what is Big doing? He's stealing from him.
So he taking this personal, like you taking money off my take. Okay.
But he ain't letting y'all know that.
Okay.
You ain't. That's how the part in the book when he got in Big's face.
In the studio, I'll let y'all read that. I'll let y'all read that part. It was good. It was definitely good, man. That answers my question right there. Wow.
I ain't holding nothing back. What Diddy did is that he put Bad Boy in his mama's name. So if he ever sued and everything like that, they can't sue him. If they sue him directly, he's just the CEO. He just get a check from Bad Boy.
Gotcha.
He's not the company. She owns the company.
I heard that, and that was actually in the documentary where they said that Diddy put 75% of the company in his mama name, and then the 25% went to Kurt Burrows before he went to go get it back. But y'all go watch the documentary. And y'all leave me in my comments how y'all feel. Do y'all feel like 50 Cent was wrong for even making